I raised her for 24 years. She erased me in a single Facebook post. I'm standing outside the Craftsman house in Bellevue, the one I bought for my daughter. Movers are emptying it completely. My phone buzzes. Natalie's name flashes on screen. I decline the call without blinking. 48 hours earlier, I thought I knew my daughter. I'm scrolling through Facebook at 2 a.m. in my Redmond apartment, unable to sleep after another 12-hour shift at the Boeing assembly plant. Between cooking videos and political rants, I freeze. There she is, Natalie, my daughter, in an ivory gown that probably cost more than my truck, standing between strangers wearing $1,000 smiles. But it's the people flanking her that make my chest collapse. Diane, my ex-wife, the woman who walked out 15 years ago with Preston Hargrove, a commercial real estate mogul who promised her penthouses and European vacations. And there's Preston himself, hand possessively gripping Natalie's shoulder like he owns her. The caption burns into my retinas, celebrating with the family that never gave up on me. I remember Natalie at 10 years old sobbing into my flannel shirt after the divorce finalized. "I hate him, Dad. I'll hate Preston forever for what he did to us." I remember working 70-hour weeks so she could attend UCLA without loans, missing sleep to help her study organic chemistry. The hug at her graduation, "You're my hero, Dad, always." I call her 23 times. Every single one rejected. I send text messages, desperate at first, then cold with realization. "Nat, please call me. I don't understand what's happening. Did I do something wrong?" Nothing. Silence, louder than screaming. I zoom into the background of the photo. My breath stops. That house. That's her house. The Bellevue property I bought for her 23rd birthday. $3,400 monthly mortgage payments I've been covering for 3 years while she claimed her marketing salary barely covered rent. She threw a wedding costing 50 grand at the house I'm bleeding for and forgot to mention it? But something's wrong with the photo. I've been staring at Natalie's face for 24 years. I know her real smile, the one that crinkles her nose. This smile is different, practiced, almost scripted. Have you ever trusted someone completely, only to discover you never knew them at all? Subscribe. You'll want to see where this goes. I call my attorney, Franco Delgado, a bulldog of a lawyer who handled my brutal divorce from Diane. "Franco, I need options. The house in Bellevue, legally, what can I do?" His voice tightens. "Vincent, what are you thinking?" I'm thinking Natalie just chose Preston's money over her own father. I'm thinking she wants to play family with people who destroyed us. Let's see how they feel when the house vanishes. Franco calls back 4 hours later. "Vincent, before we move forward, I did background on Natalie's husband, guy named Landon Pierce, tech sector apparently." "And?" Long pause. "There's no marriage license filed anywhere in Washington state. Not in the last year." My blood turns to ice. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying that wedding was fake, staged, and I think your daughter might be in serious danger." Some fathers would forgive. Some would fight back. What would you do? Drop a comment. I want to know if I'm wrong here. I thought my daughter betrayed me, but the truth was so much darker, and I just made a move that would put her life on a countdown. I'm at Natalie's 8th grade science fair, still in my Boeing coveralls, grease under my fingernails. While other kids had parents in business suits, Natalie stood proudly beside her volcano project, gripping my rough hand. "My dad worked overtime to buy these supplies," she told the judges. "He's the hardest working person I know." She won 2nd place. I cried in the parking lot. I see my life in snapshots. Selling my motorcycle to pay for Natalie's braces, eating ramen for weeks so she could attend debate camp, taking a second job delivering medical supplies at night to cover her dorm expenses, passing up a promotion that required relocating to Kansas City because Natalie needed stability post-divorce. Every choice, every sacrifice, for her. My coworker, Tyrell, approaches me during lunch break at Boeing. "Yo, V, congrats on Natalie's wedding, man. Saw the pics on Insta. Must have been incredible." My fork freezes midair. "What pics?" Tyrell's smile dies. "Wait, you were there, right?" Silence. The cafeteria goes quiet. Everyone heard. By shift's end, the entire floor knows I wasn't invited to my only child's wedding. The pity in their eyes is worse than hatred. I drive to Natalie's house that evening, unannounced. I still have a key. She never asked for it back. The house is empty. Not just empty, staged, like a model home. No dishes, no laundry, no personal photos, just furniture arranged perfectly for Instagram. On the kitchen counter, unopened mail. I sort through it with shaking hands. Then I find it. A letter from a law firm in Bellevue. Subject line, RE, quit claim deed transfer, 7721 Ocean View Terrace. Natalie's address. Most people ignore the warning signs until it's too late. Subscribe so you don't miss what I find next. It changes everything. I tear open the letter. Inside, a notarized quitclaim deed dated 4 months ago, transferring property interest from Natalie Torres to Hargrove Family Trust, LLC, Preston's company. My hand starts shaking. They're stealing the house. Not just using it, taking it. Have you ever paid for something only to watch someone else claim credit? Tell me in the comments if you think I should fight back or walk away. My phone rings, unknown number. I answer. A male voice, cold and unfamiliar. "Mr. Torres, stop digging. Your daughter made her choice. Keep pushing and you'll regret it." Who called me? How do they know about Franco? And why would reclaiming a house put Natalie in danger unless she's not the villain? Unless she's the hostage? I call Franco immediately. "File the paperwork, today. I don't care what threats they're making." "Vincent, if she's in danger, then I need leverage, and that house is the only card I've got. If someone threatened your kid, wouldn't you want every advantage? Subscribe, you'll need to see how I use this." I thought I was protecting myself. I didn't realize my lawsuit just triggered a criminal empire's alarm system, and Natalie had 96 hours left to live. I'm sitting in Franco's office at 11 p.m., surrounded by stacks of financial records. My eyes are bloodshot, but my hands are steady. 3 years of payments, Franco says quietly. $142,000. You've got documentation for every cent. I stare at the papers. This isn't just about money anymore. It's about uncovering the truth, even if the truth destroys me. "File it," I say. "And I want everything public record. If Preston's involved in something illegal, I want it exposed." I don't stop there. I hire a private investigator, Renata Voss, a former FBI analyst who specializes in financial fraud. "I need everything on Preston Hargrove," I tell her. "Bank accounts, property transfers, business dealings. And I need to know who Landon Pierce really is." Renata takes the case. Her first update comes within 36 hours. "Vincent, Preston's company is under federal investigation. Money laundering through real estate shell corporations. And Landon Pierce." She pauses. "He's not who you think." Renata explains. The real Landon Pierce is a 29-year-old data analyst from Portland. 3 months ago, he was reported missing by his sister after failing to show up for Thanksgiving. His identity has been used to open accounts, sign contracts, and, according to financial records, purchase a one-way ticket to Vancouver. Someone stole his life, Renata says grimly, and used it to get close to Natalie. I pull up the wedding photo again. I zoom in on Landon's face. The smile is wrong. The posture is tense. And in the reflection of a champagne glass on the table, barely visible, is another figure. A man standing in the shadows, watching. Subscribe before the next piece falls. What I discover will flip this entire story. I break into Natalie's house again, this time searching for evidence. In her bedroom closet, hidden beneath shoeboxes, I find a burner phone. 12 text messages, all from an unknown number. Did you tell him? Remember what happens if you slip. Preston's watching, smile for the camera. 72 hours left. Don't make this harder. My chest tightens. This isn't betrayal. This is blackmail. She didn't push me away because she hated me. She pushed me away because someone threatened to kill her if she didn't. Franco calls with devastating news. Vincent, I checked the quick claim deed signatures. Forensic analysis confirms it's Natalie's handwriting, but there's something off. The pressure patterns suggest coercion, like someone was standing over her while she signed. On the burner phone, I find a voice memo buried in the deleted files. I press play. Natalie's voice, shaking, barely above a whisper. Dad, if you're hearing this, I'm so sorry. Preston has someone. They'll kill him if I don't cooperate. I had to push you away to protect you. Please don't try to find me. Please. The recording cuts off abruptly. Sounds of a struggle, then silence. My phone rings. It's Natalie. Finally. I answer. Natalie? Dad? Her voice is hollow, terrified. What did you do? They know about the lawsuit. They moved up the timeline. They're going to... Screaming in the background. The line goes dead. Was I right to file the lawsuit, or did I just sentence my daughter? Comment your verdict. I need to know if you'd do the same. I thought I was taking control. I just accelerated a killer's plan. And now Natalie has less than 48 hours before everything collapses. I call Renata in a panic. I need a location trace on my daughter's phone, now. Vincent, I'm a PI, not law enforcement. Then I'm calling the FBI myself. Wait, Renata's voice drops. There's something you need to know first. I found the real victim in this case, and it's not who you think. A young woman appears at my door at midnight, soaked from rain, eyes red from crying. Mr. Torres, I'm Blair Pierce, Landon's sister. I let her in. Blair collapses on my couch, trembling. My brother found evidence, she whispers. Preston's company was using stolen identities to move money through fake property sales. Landon was working on blockchain security. He discovered the pattern accidentally. He tried to report it, and Preston's people abducted him. Where is he now? Blair's voice cracks. Your daughter saved his life. She found him locked in a storage unit in Tacoma, barely conscious, starving. She got him out. She's been hiding him for 2 months. Blair shows me photos on her phone. Natalie with Landon in a safe house. Natalie bringing food, medical supplies. Natalie looking exhausted and terrified. Preston found out, Blair continues. He gave Natalie a choice. Stage the fake wedding to legitimize the identity fraud and property transfers, or he'd kill Landon and frame her for everything. She agreed to buy time. My world tilts. The wedding photo was a performance. Preston needed it to look legitimate for the investigation, and he needed leverage over Natalie to keep her quiet. Blair meets my eyes. That's why she signed the quitclaim deed. Preston said if she didn't cooperate, you'd become a target too. The people you trust might be lying to protect you. Subscribe, this story's about to explode. My phone buzzes. Text from unknown number. Your lawsuit triggered audits. FBI moved up raid timeline. You have 18 hours before they arrest everyone, including Natalie. Blair, Renata, Franco, and I gather at my apartment. Renata spreads documents across the table. Preston's using the house as a linchpin in a $12 million laundering scheme. If the FBI raids before we extract Natalie and Landon, they'll both get caught in the net. Obstruction charges, conspiracy, they'll be buried. Franco leans forward. Unless we give the FBI something bigger, something that proves Natalie and Landon are victims, not conspirators. What do we have? I demand. Renata slides a USB drive across the table. Everything Landon collected before he disappeared. Bank records, emails, recordings of Preston threatening contractors. But there's a problem. What problem? The evidence is encrypted, and Landon's the only one who knows the password. My phone rings. Natalie. I answer on speaker. Dad, listen carefully. I'm with Landon. We're at the house. Preston's men are coming. We have maybe 20 minutes before... Gunshots echo through the phone, glass shattering. Natalie screams. What would you do with 20 minutes to save your kid? Comment below, because my next choice determines if she lives or dies. I grab my keys. I'm going. Vincent, no! If you go there, Preston's men will kill you both, Franco shouts. But I'm already out the door. Blair chases after me. Mr. Torres, wait, there's something else, something Natalie didn't tell you. I stop, heart hammering. What? Blair's voice drops to a whisper. Preston isn't just laundering money. He's trafficking people across the Canadian border using fake identities. Landon and Natalie stumbled onto something way bigger than fraud. They've been gathering evidence for the FBI for 8 weeks. What are you saying? I'm saying your daughter isn't a victim. She's an undercover informant, and Preston just figured it out. Only subscribers will see how this ends. Don't get left behind. Hit subscribe now. I arrive at Natalie's house. Police sirens wail in the distance, getting closer. The front door is wide open, hanging off its hinges. Blood on the hardwood floor. I step inside, heart in my throat. Natalie? Silence. Then from the basement. Dad. I thought I was racing to rescue my daughter. I didn't know she'd been rescuing everyone else, including me. I race downstairs. Natalie is crouched in the corner, laptop open, blood on her temple. Landon, the real Landon, sits beside her, pale and shaking. Dad, thank God. Are you hurt? I'm fine, but we're out of time. Natalie's fingers fly across the keyboard. Preston's men ransacked the place looking for Landon's evidence, but they didn't find it. Where is it? She taps the screen. Uploading to the FBI server right now. 15 years of crimes, bank records, property fraud, identity theft, and something worse. Preston's been using stolen identities to move undocumented workers across state lines, then blackmailing them into labor. Human trafficking, Dad. We've been documenting everything. I stare at my daughter. This woman I raised who became a covert operative without me even knowing. The wedding photo, that was a trap. We needed Preston to think I was compliant. We needed him to move forward with the property transfer so the FBI could catch him mid-transaction. Your lawsuit? Natalie meets my eyes. It forced Preston to panic and accelerate. The FBI was planning to raid next month. You moved it up to tonight. Sirens explode outside, boots on the porch, shouting, FBI, hands where we can see them. Agents flood the house. Natalie, Landon, and I are separated, questioned. But within 30 minutes, the lead agent, a woman named Kelsey Tran, approaches me with a grim smile. Mr. Torres, your daughter just handed us the biggest trafficking bust in Washington state history. Preston Hargrove and 6 associates are in custody. Your ex-wife Diane is being questioned as a potential accomplice. My legs nearly give out. Diane knew? We're not sure yet, but if she was complicit, she'll face charges too. Agent Tran continues, your lawsuit to reclaim the property, it gave us probable cause to freeze Hargrove's assets and execute warrants early. You accidentally became a key part of this investigation. I look at Natalie. She's crying now, exhausted, relieved. traumatized. "I'm so sorry, Dad. I had to push you away. Preston threatened to kill you if I involved you. I thought if I made you hate me, you'd stay safe." I pull her into my arms. "You don't have to apologize for protecting people, Nat. That's who I raised you to be." If this story hit you hard, subscribe, because the next one will leave you speechless. Don't miss it. Weeks later, Natalie and I sit in my apartment. The house in Bellevue has been released from evidence lockup. Natalie holds the deed in her hands. "Dad, this house, it's yours. I want you to take it back." I shake my head. "No, I bought it for you, and I meant it." Her eyes fill with tears. "Even after everything?" "Especially after everything." She pulls something from her purse, a faded construction paper card. "World's best dad." She'd kept it through everything, even when she had to pretend she hated me. Natalie's phone buzzes. She glances at it, then smiles. A real smile this time. It's Landon. He's asking if we want to grab coffee. I raise an eyebrow. "Coffee?" Natalie blushes. "We got close during the investigation. And I mean, he did almost die because of me." "Natalie Torres, are you telling me—" "I'm telling you that when this is all over and he recovers and we're both not traumatized messes," she meets my eyes, "I might actually want to get married for real. And this time, Dad, you're walking me down the aisle." Preston Hargrove receives 42 years in federal prison. Diane cooperates with prosecutors and receives a reduced sentence, 8 years. The fake wedding guests are all revealed to be Preston's associates now facing charges. Landon Pierce enters witness protection temporarily, then reunites with Blair and begins rebuilding his life. And me? I frame that faded construction paper card and hang it in Natalie's house, a reminder that some bonds can survive even the most convincing lies. Do you think Natalie was justified in lying to me to protect me? Or should she have trusted me with the truth from the start? Drop a comment. I want to hear your take. And if you're still not subscribing, tell me why. What's holding you back? The sold sign never goes up. I tear up the lawsuit papers. The house stays in Natalie's name, but this time she pays the mortgage herself. And on the fireplace mantle, that faded construction paper card sits beside a wedding photo. The real one this time. The one where I stand beside my daughter, both of us crying happy tears. Some stories don't end with revenge. They end with redemption.